Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Take. I'm your host, Ryu. Got Joe with me. It's part of the show. Dallas Cowboys Take. I've been holding the fort down for this guy to get here. He's here. This is our show, Dallas Cowboys Take. It took him forever. As always, people, this show is brought to you by absolutely nobody. All right? First of all, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get notified every time we make a video. Cowboy Nation and everybody else out there watching, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the game Sunday.
Definitely.
And everything in between. We got offense to talk about. We got defense to talk about. Special teams, a little bit of coaching. Where to start? We're going to start with offense. Let's start with the O-line.
Where do we start with the O-line, right, buddy?
O-line. We got Leo Collins still out.
He's still out.
Still
the report says today that he is going to be out a lot longer. McCarthy said today, and if it doesn't go well, he's going to have hip surgery. But hopefully, Cowboy fans, we don't get that. Right?
Did they say how long he's going to be out if he has hip surgery?
If the rehab doesn't go well.
But they don't know how long.
They don't know. They just said if he doesn't rehab the right way, if it doesn't work the rehab, then he's going to have to get hip surgery.
All right, so then we move our Wisconsin rookie to center.
Definitely.
Which he did Sunday. And he
did well.
He actually did a pretty good job. Looney, right guard, and then
Zach Martin,
right tackle. And then we got Connor Williams, left guard. And then we got the Tyrone Smith is coming back this week. Yep. All signs are reporting that he's coming back. He was a game time decision last week.
Game time decision, and but they're saying that this is for sure. He's definitely going to play. He looks strong to be playing this weekend. No setbacks.
Is that 100%?
100%.
It's a go. It's not a game.
It's a go. It's a go. He's going to play.
So our line is solidified for this week, this Sunday, which is a pretty decent line. A lot of there's teams out there that would.
I think we're better than most lines, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. There's teams out there that would love to have what we have right now.
Yeah.
We have our makeshift line right now is better than other teams' line.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to run with that. We're gonna have to go with that, and I got no problem with it. I think we'll be fine. Although we do have the Browns this week, and they do have a freaking a nice front four.
Oh yeah, Myles Garrett will be definitely coming after us. But if he has to go either against Zach Martin or Tyrone Smith, I like our chances against them. I think they can handle him. What about you, Ray?
Yeah, I think they can handle him. Of course, Myles Garrett's going to get his pressures,
he's a great player.
Get sack here and there, but I think our line, we got Pro Bowl. We got 2 Pro Bowl left tackles right there that are working. Zach Martin's a Pro Bowl guard, but he's moving to tackle. He played that at Notre Dame.
I definitely think he would be easily a Pro Bowl right tackle if you just let him work.
Zach Martin could be a Pro Bowl any spot.
Pretty much.
He could play center too.
He probably could play center.
He can be a Pro Bowl. He can play any spot on that line.
Yeah.
So we're not worried about Zach Martin. Mm-hmm. A little bit worried about that front four. The Cleveland defense is not all that bad. They're actually decent. But our offense, as you know, is
dynamic when they execute right.
It's potent. It's a potent offense. It's hard to stop us. I don't know why. See, I keep moving my neck to the left. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. I don't know. It's just the way it goes, So our line is cool, right? We don't have to worry about that. We got our offense. We got our receivers, which I like to call AMC.
AMC,
huh?
I like that name. Yeah, I like that name.
Okay,
AMC.
What do you do? What does it stand? Do you know what it stands for?
Yeah.
What does it stand for?
Amari Cooper. And I don't know what it is.
AMC. Amari. See how he is? Amari, Michael Gallup, and CeeDee Lamb. AMC.
AMC.
So when the game comes, I say get your popcorn ready because it's movie time. It's AMC time.
It's AMC
all right,
time.
Get it? You know, AMC theaters, you get it?
I get it now.
Are you sure?
I do.
Okay.
I do, you dickhead.
He gets it. You get it. All right. So, Michael Gallup. Let me tell you about this guy. Number 1, second-round pick.
And you did tell me this 2 years ago.
Like I said.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree with you on this one.
He doubted me, like he always
Not
does.
a lot.
Nah, you doubted me.
When I saw footage, I understood what you were talking about.
You doubted me, bro.
No, shut up.
You doubted me,
doubt you.
I said, Michael Gallup, watch this guy in the second round, dude.
I was an SC fan. We went against this guy. I remember him torching our DBs. All right, I know how good this guy was.
Yeah, but you didn't say that at the time, dude.
Well, because I don't like when you're right. That's why.
See? This guy right here, he's really something. Really something. Right here, man. I'll tell you. Michael Gallup could be a number 1 receiver.
You put him anywhere. Yeah,
any other team, he'd be number 1 receiver. I mean, maybe not any other team because you got like Tampa Bay who's got
good
solid
win.
receivers. So, but a lot of other teams, Michael Gallup be number 1 receiver. Sunday he had what was the stats for Sunday? Because this guy's a stat guy.
I think he had about 6 catches for 128 and a touchdown.
It has to be what he had.
It's 6 catches, you dickhead,
okay,
for 128. For 128, 128 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Let me see. Yeah, 138.
That was 128.
Well, maybe you're right, but we wrote down 138. Yeah. So he's our AMC is solid. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So in Gallup, for some reason, and I didn't know this coming out of college, but he's become our deep threat, dude.
Yeah, and I didn't think he'd be a deep threat guy for us. I thought he'd be like that guy just working the slot and just kind of did those little short patterns, whatever. But he's really stepped his game up big time.
I don't know. He came out of nowhere to be a deep threat. I knew he was good, but I didn't know he was going to be this good as far as that deep threat. I would think Amari Cooper would be more of our deep threat because he's got speed and he runs really good routes. Hey, Michael Gallup, man, he's
Dax. It's become Dax, one of Dak's favorite guys to go deep.
How do you know? Did you ask him?
I don't know. Did I?
Did you ask Dak that?
Yeah, I did.
How do you know that's his number one guy? That his favorite? How do you know?
Because he throws them a lot.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I watched the game, bro. I know how much.
I watched the game too.
I know, but Dak goes to him a lot, bro. Deep, especially on the deep patterns.
So you don't think that has nothing to do with them freaking double teaming Mark Cooper?
Well, of course it does, but I'm just saying that he does go to Gallup a lot more when for a deep ball now.
That's what I said.
I know.
You said he'd become one of his favorites. How do you know that? Did he say it in the press conference?
You just shut up.
Did you give him a call? How do you know?
Oh my God! See what I got to deal with, people. This fucking idiot right here.
See how he is.
Oh, this guy.
All right.
Dude.
So Gallup, we know. So we don't want to talk about Amari Cooper, but I do want to talk about Amari Cooper a little bit because people like to talk crap on this guy, and he's getting paid $20 million a year.
Yeah.
He's one of the best shooters in the league, right? Yeah. But when he doesn't score touchdowns, or some people think he's being lazy on his routes, or when he plays against the good teams, he's nowhere to be found. I think that's complete bullshit.
So do I. Agree with you.
I think he gets his catches. He does drop some, but what receiver doesn't drop balls?
I know, but one thing that does piss me off about him is, if you notice this, he'll catch the hard ones, but the easy ones, he drops. You got to admit, sometimes he does that.
That's true.
You got to admit, sometimes he does that.
Yeah, that's true. I get
but overall, they shouldn't even worry about this guy because he's going to be fine all year, man.
He's our guy.
He's our guy. He's our guy. He makes $20 million per contract.
He's not going anywhere.
Nowhere.
Even if you wanted to get rid of him because we got CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup, you're going to have dead money on your freaking on your salary cap. So
he ain't going.
He's not going anywhere. So, like it or not, he's there to stay. So people stop talking shit on this guy. All right. Now and then we got CeeDee Lamb, and do you remember the stats for CeeDee Lamb? No, you don't.
For last week.
No, for freaking last year. Of course, last week.
Well, I didn't know what you meant. Like the whole year or just last week?
Okay, give me the stats for the whole year then.
All right, for sale.
Give me the stats for the whole year.
Well, I know last week's he had 5 catches for 65 yards.
All right, let me double check there. Yeah, you're right. 5 catches,
of course.
5 yards. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Jesus.
All right, so CeeDee Lamb, he became our slot receiver. Definitely better than Randall Cobb. I'm not talking crap on Randall Cobb, but he's a step above Randall Cobb.
Definitely.
You agree? Right. He's a step above Randall Cobb.
Yeah, he's just a little bit more faster. He's younger.
And he runs better routes. Definitely runs better routes. Okay, so AMC, don't worry about AMC. They're gonna do their thing every single game. I do wish that CeeDee Lamb would have got a touchdown by now.
Yeah, me
but
too.
that's
It'll
right.
come. It'll come.
Don't have to worry about that. It'll come. So real quick. Our tight end's gone, Blake Jarwin. High hopes for him.
I know. That was a big loss.
It's a big loss for us. Then we got Dalton Schultz out of Stanford.
I love the way Dalton's been playing, though, man. He's been really stepping in pretty well.
But yeah, I mean, he's
don't get me wrong.
He should.
Yeah, he should. But the thing is, he's going to get open looks because of the 3 wideouts we do have.
They're called AMC, dude. Get it right.
Shut
AMC.
the heck up. I don't have to call him that.
They call him AMC, dude.
You do.
You're not going to call him AMC.
AMC, whatever.
Right, so, because of AMC, Dalton Schultz is going to be open. But if you notice this last game on Sunday, we're in the red zone. We're about to score, and he ran this freaking lazy route.
Horrible route.
He kind of like bent it, bolted in instead of even a hard fake.
All you had to do is just make a juke like that, right? That's all you had to do.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah. That's all you had to do. Make a little juke,
as you can
and
tell,
he's wide open.
As you can tell, This guy's never been a receiver. Okay?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. He didn't even make a move. He didn't even show nothing.
Do it again.
Make a head movement or something.
Yeah, I guess that's how you do it.
Guy didn't do anything.
Make a head, but I will agree with you. He didn't make a head movement
at all.
He didn't jab step to the right, cut into the. He just didn't do any of that.
Laziest route I've ever seen.
Laziest route. It would have been a touchdown. Would have been 7. We had to settle for a field goal. So Dalton Schultz, he has no choice but to step up, dude. He has no choice. And if he's gonna contribute more, he's got to make those better. He's got to
catch those.
Exactly. In film session, I bet you if they're not, they should. In film session, the coaches got to be talking about.
I know they were on his ass about that particular route with touchdown. You know they were on his ass.
Well, I don't know that. How do you?
I mean, come on, you know that.
How do you know?
You're going to sit here and tell me the coaches... Once again, you're going to sit here and tell me that lazy route that he ran, not one coach on that staff didn't get on his ass.
No, they should. But you say you know. So once again, did you call somebody? Did somebody call you? Did you talk?
No, you don't got to be a smart ass to say that every time.
Well, you know.
All right, you dickhead.
Yeah. See how he is?
Fuck. No, see how this guy is. This is what I got to deal with, people.
Right here.
That's what I got to deal with all the time, people.
Uh-huh.
Smart ass motherfucker. Anyway, go ahead.
Could be some kids watching, bro.
I don't care.
Okay.
This is our show.
All right, moving on, people. All right, we're going to go real quick to special teams. Tony Pollard made a stupid boneheaded mistake in the end zone when he muffed that kickoff. Pop Warner shit, dude.
Yep.
Pop Warner shit. You know, once you're in the end zone, you catch the ball and it happens to fall in play, you can't pick it up and try to stay in the end zone. It's not going to be a touchback. You have to take it out. And he had a mental mistake. Drops on the ball on the 1 yard line, and then what happens? And what happens next? We all know what happens next, right?
Of course.
We get a safety.
Zeke gets a safety.
Two things we want to talk about with that safety right there. Okay. Number one, you should have did a QB sneak. That's gonna get you 2 yards.
At least 2 yards.
It's gonna get you 2 yards. Get out of the at that point when you're at the 1. You're not thinking about scoring a touchdown. You're not even thinking about getting a first down. You're thinking about getting out of the end zone. So that we have, number one, we don't get a safety. Number two, you have more room to punt.
Exactly.
That's what you're thinking. So you're going to pretty much concede and give up that first play for 2-3 yards in the QB sneak. It doesn't matter what. Just QB sneak, you get 2-3 yards. Give us more room. And the next play, you can maybe, run. You can run Zeke the way you did on the left side.
This is where I question more. Okay, this is where me and you we're going to get into it with more because. How do you call that play right there? I mean, why? You're right. Why not just a QB sneak with Dak? 2 yards, boom, you're out of there. That's it.
That's why then they ran that play. Okay, here's the thing. I don't like the play period no matter who was in there, but if you have Tyrone Smith in there, I could see. I still wouldn't agree with it. Yeah. But if Tyrone Smith was in there at left tackle, that wouldn't have happened. I know he slipped. I get that. Mm-hmm. So maybe it would have happened, but most likely it wouldn't have happened if Tyrone Smith was in there because he's going to make that block. And
he did not make that block.
Knight didn't make that block. Our left tackle, our backup Knight, he didn't make that block. And that's what happened. We had a safety. Okay, so that's 2 points. And as we go through the show, we're gonna add up these points. So that's 2 points. You got that in your head?
2 points.
You sure? You're gonna be able to add it up?
Yeah.
At the end?
I can.
Okay. Are you sure? Okay. So he's keeping track of that. That's 2 points right there, right?
It's 2.
So that. Yeah, I said that already.
Yeah, I know.
Just letting you know.
I'm just letting you know, dude.
Oh, I might as well just write it down.
I'm just letting you know, you dickhead.
Yeah, let me write it down real quick.
Yeah, I don't need you to write it down.
Oh, you just add it up at the end.
I got it, dude. Okay. 2. I'll get it.
All right, just making sure, dude.
Yeah.
So that, and then you go to Legatron, and it's not
Legathon.
He thinks it's for the longest time. This guy's been saying Legathon, like a damn Jogathon, and I have to keep correcting this guy. It's Legatron.
All right. Legatron.
Just call him Zerline or something, dude, because you can never get it right.
I'll just say Greg the Leg.
Greg the Leg. There you
Greg
go.
the Leg.
Greg the Leg.
Exactly.
I'm gonna call him Legatron. So Legatron had a PAT, 2 PATs that didn't go our way. So one was tipped. People don't know is the first one
got tipped.
Was actually tipped. So that's why he missed it. It went up a little. It hooked a little. He missed the second one. Obviously, we know got blocked. Okay, so
that's 3 points.
Well, see, that's what I'm talking about, people. That's 4 points because I just said we had a safety and 2.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the 2 and then the 3. I thought that the 3 points. I thought that makes it 5.
Like I said, I'm gonna add them up for
you. So 3 and 2 is 5. You just said he missed the field goal because of the tip. So that's 3 points we could have had.
It's a PAT, bro.
Oh, I thought you said field goal. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. Sorry.
That's why I say he's got. That's why I'm writing down for people.
Yeah.
That's 2. That's 4 points so far.
That's 4.
4 points. And I'm really writing them down, by the way.
Okay.
All right. That's 4 points right there that we missed. That we missed out on. Okay, and we'll go into the other points a little later when we get on the defense side of the ball. But our special team so far from the year, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, dude.
Really? Don't? Damn, man. Because I like Fossil. We got him.
No, I'm not saying I don't like the coach.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying it's not going our way right now. And special teams has to do with kickoffs of Pollard. It has to do with fake punts last week. Whether our punter short hopped our receiver on that fake punt or not, that all comes down on the special teams coach. So he's not fault for it. I'd like him. I think he's a good special teams coach.
It's not falling our way right now.
It's not falling our way right now. And what do? You blame the special teams coach. So when things go good, you praise him. When things go bad, you got to blame him. Yeah. Mike McCarthy's not off the hook too. You got to take blame for all these stupid decisions as well. We're gonna get into. Actually, we'll get into that right now. So special teams, we just talked about that. But if we get into coaching, one thing that's bothering me, and this guy, him and I complain about it every year. I'm sure everybody else as Cowboy fans, you complain about it as well. Garrett was so quiet. All he was is Coach Clapper, sit there on the sidelines and clap, right? And McCarthy isn't much different. The only difference between McCarthy and Garrett right now is he's not clapping.
Yeah.
And he has a mask on.
He has a mask on, so you don't even know what he's doing.
But he's not saying anything. Players, I don't see, when that camera's on him, I don't see him saying anything to the player. I don't see him saying anything to refs. We're getting held left and right during the Seattle game. It's your job as a head coach to go to the refs and say, hey, 73 is holding us every down. Can you check that out? Yeah. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but it's hard to see.
There were times, though. I mean, I'm not saying he's doing it every time, but if you saw during the game, sometimes they show him on the side. There are times I see him talking to the refs, though, a lot.
Really?
Yeah, because he
take the mask off?
No, he's not taking the mask off.
How do you know he's talking about?
No, because he's right next to him, and he's like talking to him like that all the time. Come on, dude. He's talking to him like come on, dude. You see him on TV with the mask on. He's talking to the ref. They show it sometimes.
Okay, well, when you saw it, I didn't.
All right, you missed it then.
I think it's full of shit. I didn't see him talking to anybody, dude. And that's his job as a coach. Tell the refs they're holding us, they're holding us. And as you know, throughout the game, we're getting penalties.
You never know. He's probably doing that the whole time, and maybe the refs are just like don't want to hear it.
How come when I'm watching
camera's not on McCarthy every 24 seconds?
I get that, but how come other games like last night's game or Monday night's game when you saw Mahomes and Harbaugh, there's one bad call that they made and Harbaugh was in the ref's ear, dude, like in his freaking ear, dude, yelling. I thought he was gonna get flagged for it, and he didn't. And I'm like, that's what you need.
That's what you want from McCarthy.
Get in their freaking ear. You don't have to yell, but get in their ear and be like, dude. Ref, Bob, Mike, Bill, whatever your name is, you need to freaking check out number 73. He's holding it every time. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to call it, dude. Not every time, but it's like a makeup call. They're going to call that.
They'll call a makeup
They're going to call it, dude. And that's what McCarthy has to do. He has to do something like that, you know? We're not going to talk about his stupid bonehead mistakes last week and the week before with these fourth downs. That's past, that's gone. You know, he didn't have to make any of these decisions this week. He didn't have to make a decision whether to go for the touchdown or kick the field goal, luckily, because you know how it happened, the weeks before. Mm-hmm. But speaking of coaching, now we're gonna go. Let's go to coaching. Let's stick with coaching, but we're gonna go on the defensive side of coaching. We're gonna get into players in a minute, okay? But what's up with Mike Nolan, dude? Tell me about what's going on with this guy.
Well,
dude?
I'll tell you one thing. When I saw his press conference, Ryan, unbelievable. This guy. They asked him a question like, "Hey, so any talk of Earl Thomas or any other safeties bringing in, and do you think that's the problem? You need somebody else in here?" And basically, the guy said it was the reason for the mistakes against Russell Wilson. He's blaming technique on this. Is what he told the guys. So blaming technique on it. That's all he could say about it.
What does technique have to do with a receiver?
He said the safeties and the corners just weren't using the right technique during the time when they got burned on those touchdowns.
So he's saying that their backpedaling is not the right technique when they're covering, right? Their backpedaling is not correct. So this is why that a receiver is beating them by 5 or 10 yards.
Exactly.
I could see a receiver beating our cornerback or safeties by a couple yards because your technique isn't right.
Yeah.
But not wide open 10 yards. That's some BS, dude.
Yeah,
I think he's full of shit.
So do I.
So our bottom line is our Safeties and corners are not in the right spots where they're supposed to be. And we're not just talking about Seattle. We're talking about Atlanta and the Rams as well.
Yeah, exactly.
These receivers are wide open by 5 or 10 yards. That's not technique.
That's why me and you argue about this every time. If we had a guy like Earl Thomas back there, he's that veteran that can use these young guys and tell them where they got to be, the right positions on the field they have to be at, so they're coached out there. But they don't have a guy out there to do that for them. So that's why they're making a mistake. They don't have no leadership.
Earl Thomas, we all want Earl Thomas, right?
We do.
But the reports were that he's visited Texas, and he's likely going to sign with the Texans, right?
Had a good workout yesterday.
And reports are now that
today
that they're not going to sign him, correct?
They're not going to sign him.
They're not going to sign this guy. So something's got to be wrong with this guy.
Something's got to be wrong.
Is this why Jarrell hasn't signed him?
Exactly. This is the only reason why I said it's like something's got to be wrong. Because this guy is a great player. You get him on your team, he's going to be productive. And he's going to help young guys out. But there's got to be something mentally wrong with him right now. Because not one team has signed him yet. And how long has it been? Almost a month and a half?
Yeah. And nobody signed him yet. Honestly, he went in for a workout. They said it was a great workout. Is he a head case?
It's got to be.
Something wrong with it. I'll be honest with you. I do not give a shit if he's a head case.
Bring
his ass in.
Bring him in.
Bring his ass in, because his head case, let me tell you, 75% of what he used, because he's not the same person he used to be 5 years ago.
Of course he was.
He lost a step. But whatever he is now is better than when we got back there.
Whatever we got back there, I'll tell you that much.
He's better than whatever we got back. Not only that, but if he's lost a step, it doesn't matter, because he's going to get people in the right spots.
Exactly.
He's going to make sure that guy's not open 5 yards.
He's basically the quarterback out there.
He's the quarterback he'll be the quarterback of the defense. He'll make sure people are in the right spots, and he'll be the captain and hold them accountable for not being in the right spots.
Exactly.
So when you have pre-snaps and the quarterback's doing their audibles, that Earl Thomas is going to make sure, hey, you need to be over there.
Exactly.
That's your zone. That's your man. That's what he's going to do. That's what he brings to your team, dude.
And it just doesn't make any sense when they ask McCarthy, if it's Nolan, if it's Jerry, or even Steven, they say the same shit. They like their guys. Okay, you can like your guys, and I'm all for that. You got to, but why not bring in a guy like this to help your guys that you like? Yeah. But it just doesn't make any sense to me, Ryan. Why we don't sign this guy?
75% of Earl is better than 100% of what we got right now.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, bring back Clinton Dix.
Exactly.
Bring him back. I told you a couple shows ago. And if you don't know, you're not a real Cowboys fan. But I told you a couple shows ago that Clint Dix was going to get cut because he wasn't doing shit in practice. And he didn't do good in the scrimmage. I get that. But damn, you should have gave him a game or two.
God, I know, at least.
You might need to call him back. You might need to get him back on the team.
Yeah, because if you're not going to go after Earl Thomas, you might as well just fucking bring in Clinton back, because at least he knows the damn defense all summer.
Or, yeah. Bring him back. Maybe Eric Reed. Bring Eric
Reed. Bring Eric Reed in. He's sitting at home doing nothing. This guy's one of the best safeties in the league.
He led Carolina last year in tackles.
He did.
He led him in tackles last year. It's insane. So
just doesn't make any sense.
I don't know what Jarrett's doing. I have no idea what Jarrett's doing.
I do not know what Jarrett's doing.
But something's got to give. So Nolan, he came into the camp. He's a defensive coordinator that likes to disguise things.
He does.
That's what he's supposed to do.
But do you think
I haven't seen shit?
Yeah, but you got to give him this though, at least. I'm not doing. Look, I'm not saying this to like give him a break or nothing. But you got to admit this. He doesn't have Anderish. He doesn't have Sean Lee. He doesn't have a lot of these corners he's used to having. Maybe if all these guys were healthy right now, he would put in a lot more stuff, I think, now than he would right now. Maybe he's just doing not as much because he has guys that are in there that don't really know what they're doing right now.
So you're giving him a break.
Well, a little bit, yeah. He did. Our whole defense pretty much is, I mean, we're banged up.
That doesn't account for somebody being 10 yards away from the ball.
I get that, Ryan, but dude, maybe there's stuff. Maybe there's some things he doesn't want to put in because he doesn't think maybe these guys can do the job.
This is why you're not a coach, dude.
No, shut up.
This is why you're not a coach. You don't hold out on scheming and disguising shit because you want to wait till your guys get back. You got to win football games, dude. We could be 0-3 right now.
I get it, but maybe there's some guys that are young that don't do it as good as the vets, man. That's my point.
Okay. But practice makes perfect,
put
right?
In, man.
Practice makes perfect.
The more you
do it,
but obviously it isn't.
The more reps you're doing it, then you get better at it. So if they're not disguising because they got second stringers in there, how are they ever going to get better at it, dude?
Dude, I'm just trying to make a point that maybe he's just not showing everything yet. Okay, Jesus.
It's not preseason.
Maybe
dude.
he's just in a way, kind of like you said, it really is.
These are real games. They can't.
I know they can't be preseason games, but technically it is kind of like a preseason game for them.
Yeah, you're not getting my point.
I am.
You can't be so vanilla. You can do that in preseason because you don't want to show your cards. You don't want to show these teams you're going to play what you're going to run. I get that, but it's not preseason. This is regular season.
I get it, right, but dude, maybe it's just like I said, dude. Maybe he just doesn't want to show everything yet. Who knows? But I just hope we get healthy soon. I just hope we get healthy soon.
Yeah, well, of course, but you're giving him a break. I'm not giving him a break.
All right.
So that moves us to defense. We're going to talk about. We talked about it a little bit already, but
we didn't. We got to mention one thing though.
Well, why don't you go ahead and do that?
I will.
All right.
If there's one thing, Dallas Cowboy fans, you got to be happy about, and it's the play of Alden Smith. He had 3 sacks on Sunday against Russell Wilson, and he had a sack before that. So he leads the team right now with 4 sacks in 3 games. I mean, honestly, what they thought this guy, they've been out of football for 5 years, and to have 4 sacks in 3 games already, we've been getting nothing but a bargain for this guy. What do you think, Brad?
Oh, he's the best. He's the best player in D.
Yeah,
he's been out of the league for 5 years, and he's our best.
And he's our best player right now on D-line.
That's what's crazy. Not D-line, the whole defense.
Yeah,
he's the best player in our whole defense.
He's been solid.
I mean, he's playing better than Jalen Smith. He's playing better than anybody right now.
Let's go ahead and just give him fucking Lawrence's $100 million because Lawrence sure ain't earning that $100 million right now.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to Lawrence. Alden Smith is balling out. All reports and all signs reported. I reported that he was just tearing shit up, and so. We didn't think he was going to be this good.
Not this good.
And he's not even in football shape yet, dude.
I know. Just wait till he gets
wait till
in shape.
week 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna be tearing shit up. Comeback player of the year. He's gonna be comeback player of the year.
If he continue like this, definitely gonna get that award.
He's gonna be comeback player of the year. Although Cam's there too.
Cam's there too. He might get it too.
He might get it because he's a quarterback, and they like to favor quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But Alden Smith. So DeMarcus Lawrence. He has 0 sacks, dude. He has some pressures.
To me, that's just unacceptable, and it's just for a guy making $20-something million a year. I mean, I know he's solid both ways against the run and all that, but to not have 1 sack in 3 games, I mean, what is he doing, Ryan?
The guy is getting paid to sack the quarterback, dude. He's not even getting close.
I have friends that want Cowboy fans too that want him out, like they want to trade him. I mean, that's how much, like, they don't like this guy. He's not being productive.
He's not. Could be good trade bait, dude.
Could be good trade bait.
Could be good trade bait. Yeah. I don't know. He's not doing anything. We paid him all that money. It seems like when we paid him, then his production
just went down.
It went down.
He had that big sack season. What did he have, like, 13.5 or 15.5? 15 sacks?
Something like that.
And then he had 10, a so-so year, the next year, 10 sacks. But to me, if you're getting paid $20 million, you should at least be getting anywhere between 13 and 15 sacks at least.
Yeah, it seems like Alden Smith's going to get that, dude.
Yeah.
So guess what's going to happen? Alden Smith's going to get a fat contract. Maybe not fat, but he's going to get a contract.
But he's going to get a little extension probably.
Well, hopefully Gerald keeps him.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's only a 1-year contract, so we'll see how that goes. And then we talk about Everson Griffin.
Yeah, you know what, man? I've been wanting this guy, but the thing is, when I've seen him play, it hasn't been. I haven't been seeing the same Everson Griffin when he was with Minnesota right now. I mean, I think he can be playing a lot better than when he was. He have 1 sack right now.
He has 1 sack.
That's it. In 3 games.
I've been watching him. He's not doing bad. He's doing okay.
Yeah.
But
not too bad.
I was really hyped when we signed him because we got him at a bargain price too.
Yeah.
And I expect a little more out of him. And then we got Randy Gregory coming back, so we'll see how that's going to work, dude.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Randy Gregory is going to be when he comes back.
And then Dontari Poe, I don't know, dude.
He's been what they've been saying, he's been playing really well against the run.
That's what they pay him.
They've been saying he's been really playing productive. He's doing well.
Yeah, he's a run stopper, dude. So definitely got him in there to stop the run. So and then Tristan Hill, they said he was doing okay, but he had that boneheaded mistake on that safety that we're going to get into here. Not the safety, the roughing the passer on the 2-point conversion that we're going to get into. in a second. But if you go to our linebackers, I don't have much to complain about. Jalen Smith is doing okay. Yeah. Thomas he's coming for Van Der Esch. He's not Van Der Esch, but he's doing what he can do.
He's a solid linebacker. He's doing
what he can do. He's
pretty decent.
He's doing okay for what he can do. You can't expect him to be Van Der Esch. Sean Lee, I don't even want to talk about him because he pisses me off. He gets hurt every
fucking year.
But Van Der Esch is becoming a new Sean Lee, dude.
He is.
He's getting hurt every freaking year.
Think about it, yeah, he is.
He's getting hurt every freaking year.
Well, at least, damn, dude. I mean, God, I think even Sean Lee played a little more than he has the first couple of years on what Van Der Esch did.
I know. We had high hopes for our linebacker tandem of him and Jalen Smith did.
No, man.
But we're gonna have to wait on that because he's on IR
until October, end of October. They're saying they're gonna get him back.
So we'll see what happens with Van Der Esch. Now we're gonna go to our corners, dude. You know, I know I like Diggs. He's a rookie. He had that one play on Metcalf where he hit the ball out and it ended up being a touchback.
That was good. That was good thinking from the rookie.
But what else do we got, dude? Jordan Lewis is okay, but Woozier's out. He's hurt. Cheeto's out.
Woozier's out.
Brown's out.
Anthony Brown's out. Like, God, all our depth right now, man. We're just not the same defensive backfield right now.
Xavier Woods, our safety, and then we have
Worley had to step in at corner.
Worley's in the corner.
So Worley and Diggs are our corners right now.
And then we have Darian Thompson. Is our safety.
Darian Thompson and Woods.
And they're just safeties. They're not anything to write home to mom about. They're nothing special. They're just out there and they're getting burned out. Our secondary's got problems, man. I don't want to sit here and say they suck because they're professional ball players.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to say professional ball player sucks because in reality, that person that's playing in the pros was the best person in high school, was one of the best in college, and they made it to the pros, so they don't suck. They're just playing like they suck, dude.
They do.
They're
not being put in the positions to be successful, man.
Oh, now you're saying that. Earlier when you were saying, you're trying to back up Mike Nolan. Now I said that they weren't put in a position because Mike Nolan's not put in a position. Well, and now so you're contradicting yourself.
Well,
Which one is it?
Dude.
Which one is it?
What, man? It's just
which one is it?
It's true. I mean, they're getting beat on deep routes.
I know.
Man.
And see how he is.
Don't see how you are.
He contradicts himself all the time, dude.
Shut up.
He forgets what he says.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you did. You just forgot what you said. You don't get it.
No, I don't get it.
You just don't get it.
I don't
get it. He doesn't get it, dude. This guy's something else.
Yeah, you're something else
you're
too.
Something special, guy.
Yep, so are you.
You can't say one thing and then do the other. Never mind. Let's move on. All right.
Yeah, let's move on, dickhead.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. All right. So DBs are getting worked. Trayvon Diggs is he's going to be our future. We get that, right?
He's going to be a great player.
He's going to be a good player. He's going to be a great player. He's our future. But pretty much suck, people. I'm not saying they suck, but we suck as a collective unit, defensive unit right now. We are terrible. We are absolutely terrible right now. We're what? 28th, 29th in the league right now, defense?
At least.
You don't know what we are?
No, I don't, actually.
I thought you knew what we are.
No.
I don't know either.
Okay.
But we got to be 28th, 29th in the least.
Worst.
That bad, okay? We're terrible. And Cleveland is not a pushover, man.
Not a gimme, like you always say. It's not going to give me a gimme.
It's not a gimme. You got Chubb and
Chubb and Hunt coming in. They've been playing well as of late.
Kareem Hunt, and then you got Odell Beckham.
You got Landry.
And they got a good tight end. I can't pronounce his name, so I'm not.
He's actually hurt right now, though. We have to deal with him.
No, but they got a good backup tight end.
They signed Hooper.
Yeah,
from Atlanta.
So he's a decent tight end,
even though he's had a shitty year for them so far.
So if.
But knowing us, he'll have a great.
I told you this Sunday,
game, right?
Next week we play the Browns. We are going to make Baker Mayfield look like a Pro Bowler.
Oh, he's gonna look like a Pro Bowler against our secondary.
He's gonna have 300+ yards, at least 2 touchdowns. Right? What do you think? At least 2 touchdowns. So it's going to be a long game, people. It's going to be a nail biter as always. Because us Cowboys fans all know that every game of ours is a nail biter. It's never freaking a blowout either way. If it is, we make a comeback and we can't get it done.
Yep.
Except for when we did against Atlanta last week.
Yep.
But other than that, it's going to be a freaking nail biter for us. Can't sit still.
Offense will put up about, 31, 35, and then we'll give up 42, 38?
Offense should put up 30-plus points.
Yeah.
But once again, being a Cowboy fan, 1 week our offense, 3 weeks it'll be great. The next week it'll be crap.
Yep.
And that's Cowboys there.
That's just how we are.
That's how we are as Cowboys. Cowboys fans, that it's hit or miss with our offense or our defense. It's either one's good and the other one's not, or vice versa. And that's how it is every game. But we have Cleveland this week. Should be a victory.
Should be.
Oh, you're saying should be, huh?
Should be.
Because this guy always calls it. Thinks we're going to win every single game.
Oh, just I call it like I see it, man.
Yeah. He thinks we're going to go 16-0 every year.
Well, I think you should think like that.
Well, you got to be a realist, dude.
I mean, sometimes you got to be realistic, yeah. But you know what? As a Cowboy fan, you got to think you're going to go 16-0, though. It'd be nice.
No, you got to hope you're going to go 16-0.
Yeah, exactly.
But you don't you don't think we're going to go 16. You don't really think we're going to go 16-0, do you?
But it has to be on your mind a little bit. To be positive.
There's positive and there's being real.
Oh, would you just shut up?
There's positive and being real. Be realistic.
Jesus.
All right? Now.
All right.
Okay, let me ask you this. If we play Baltimore, are we going to win that game?
If we play Baltimore?
We do play Baltimore. Are we going to win
with
that game?
Our offense, the way they played the other night, I think we can beat them.
See what I'm saying?
That doesn't matter.
I hope we can beat Baltimore.
You can say that, dude.
I hope we can.
Look, they can. Our offense could score on that D, man. Seriously. I mean, our offense is just as good as Kansas City. I'm not saying it's better than Kansas City, but we're right there.
Yards per game, yes.
Yes.
I get that. But they're so damn creative, man.
They are creative.
Chiefs, man. Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid.
Could you imagine if our offensive coordinator would be creative like them? How much more important we would even be?
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about Mahomes, because we know Mahomes is the best player in the league.
Oh, yeah.
But that offensive coordinator is... You watched the game last night? They're so creative, and it's unbelievable. Kellen Moore resembles none of that.
Nope, he doesn't.
He's so basic, so vanilla. But and that just tells you how good our offense is, because he's so vanilla that we score, and we still score X amount of points. So we were still number one in yards per game last year with Kellen Moore.
Yep,
so that just tells you how good our offense is.
Yep.
Now, if our defense can do something,
then God, sky's the limit.
All we gotta do is be top 15.
That's it.
Top 15 in defense, and we're gonna run the table.
We get in top 15, we'll be right there.
Yeah. Luckily for us, our division sucks. Our division sucks big time. NFC least. All right. But don't count those Eagles out. They're always right there, man.
See, I know you want what you're doing right now. Like everyone's saying that like Wentz is doing it, but you always like to say those Philly boys. They always have that stretch where they just start proving people wrong every time.
Now they're 0-2-1. Could be 0-3, right? 0-2-1.
Could be, yeah.
They play the Niners this week, dude.
Well, they potentially could be 0-3-1.
It could be 0-3-1. But here's the thing: if they beat the Niners, that's what I'm worried about. Because that's going to give them all the confidence in the world. They're going to go on a run. But I don't know if you know this. Okay, so the Eagles have one of the hardest remaining schedules in the NFL. We have one of the easiest. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
didn't know.
Not a real Cowboys fan.
Whatever.
You should be knowing this stuff, dude.
Come on, man. I don't know everything. Jesus.
You know all these stats and all that stuff. But you didn't know that?
Exactly. I didn't know that. No, that's a new thing. That's why I have you here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as we were doing earlier, we added 2 + 2 was 4, right?
Yeah.
He thought it was 3 at once, then he thought it was 5.
No, I thought you were talking about something else, dickhead.
He thought it was 3, then he thought it was 5, and it came out to be 4, right? Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So, remember when we stopped them at 2-point conversion?
Yes.
Okay. Then they got a retry because Tristan Hill had roughened the passer.
Of course, yeah. Dumb play.
All right. So, what was that? 2 points we gave him, right?
2 points.
That's 2 extra points right there.
That's 6.
Oh, pretty good, dude. 6
pretty
points
good, dude.
There.
Yeah.
Pretty good, dude. Okay.
Pretty good, bro.
Yeah. Now then, let's go back to when we went 2 for 2 points and we missed it. All right.
Yeah.
We get those 2 points. It's another. Even if we just kick the field goal.
Yeah.
It's 1. Let's just go to the very least.
Okay,
1.
Yeah.
Want to add that up for me, guy?
That's 7.
Pretty good. So that's 7 points right there. We gave up. There's a difference of 7 points on special teams right there, basically.
Basically, yeah.
So if you put that in the equation, towards the end of the game, we didn't need a touchdown to win. We needed a field goal to win.
Yep.
All right. So that's how big the little things are.
Just the little things, yep.
So that's 7 points we left on 7 points out there, maybe, perhaps even 8. But that's just how we are.
That's how we are.
Excuse
me.
It's crazy. So We should have won that. We could have won the game. We should have, would have, should have, could have, but we didn't. That's the end of it. The game's over. We got to move on to Cleveland. But there's one thing that I do like that the players said after the game. They said, Seattle, we will see you in the playoffs. We will see you again. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. I did hear him say that.
Fucking liar. You didn't.
I did.
You sure?
Did.
Who said it?
I heard the press conference.
Who said it?
I heard it.
Who said it?
Dak.
No, Dak didn't say it. See how he tries to guess, dude?
Dak.
No, it wasn't Dak.
Oh, dude.
There was
a lot of interviews they had, bro, and people were saying it.
DeMarcus Lawrence, I believe, said it.
Well, at least he's confident. Not that his play is.
He needs to be confident. He needs something. You better go something.
Not that his play is.
Yeah, you better go something. You know? But, all right, Cowboy Nation, Ryu, Joe, the new show, Dallas Cowboys Take. Check it out on YouTube. We're going to be coming to you every week after the game with our do's and don'ts, if, ands, or buts, with our, what happened, what went well, what went bad, all that good stuff and all that bad stuff. Until next time, any parting words?
We'll see you next week, people.
That's his parting words.
Yep, it is. Real simple, We'll see
you
you next week.
That's the best you got.
It's the best I got.
Okay. Mine is, as always, Cowboy Nation. Why are you laughing, dude?
Because I already know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say? You don't know what I've been saying because you don't remember what I say. What do I say?
That's true, but I know what you're going to say.
As always, Cowboy Nation. Always. Winning is not everything.
It's the only thing.
But it did. Winning is not everything. But it's the only thing.
Yep.
You got to do the eyebrows.